Hello everyone and welcome to another one of my videos. Today we're going to be playing some Dimir Flash. So we played some of this in the early access event, so what we've done is add a sideboard for best of 3 play. These kind of ones are just kind of things to try out. I'm not expecting these to necessarily make the final cut. We've also got access to Heartless Act and a few counter spells to help us in some of the matchups we were struggling with. We've tweaked the list slightly, so we've got a couple of Spectral Sailors just as something slightly cheaper to be able to have the Flash. But beyond that, we are playing the same kind of list as we were in the best of 1 queue. Really like the deck. I've seen a lot of other people that aren't playing or are playing like normal counter spells and stuff in the main, which is fine. I like this kind of list, and I really like the Dirge Bat. Dirge Bat was probably one of my favourite parts of the deck, so definitely sticking with that, and the Great Shark was cool too. So let's dive into some games with this one. On play. This hand's got a lot of tap lands, but it's still a good one, so we'll keep. Leading on the Triumph, so we can actually play this untapped on 2 and we can start playing out our things. Access to Brazen Bottle here is probably going to be pretty good, so. Anytime they're pointing removal at my creatures and not my face, or their burn at my creatures not my face, is usually beneficial for us, so. I think I'm in for another Nightbonder. It's going to be painful to deal with that Bone Crusher, but we are going to need to do it, so. Okay, well that works out quite nicely, because we can just bounce the Annex there. Then I think I'm just playing a Murder's Red route. Now we can land the Amore. If they still attack with both of these, it's likely that they'll have a cleave, so that's worth considering. Probably blocking the Fervent Champion in that case. Basically Annex and 1 unknown. Did have the Ember Cleave. Okay, so that's fine. These trade, and then it'll be able to equip the Cleave onto the Fervent Champion, but that's not the end of the world at all. So we get to kill the thing with the Murderous Rider. This is scary for next turn, but we do just need to try and find something to deal with it. So they're going to equip the Embercleave onto Anax. I guess there's not too many answers to Embercleave other than probably our Shark. Ooh, they're not going to equip the Cleave. That's huge for us. We know exactly what they've got, so we actually get to trade off here. I get some tokens, but like the Anax on the Cleave is going to be so difficult for us to race remotely. So I mean, they do get the 2 Bone Crushers here. I think I'm supposed to do this as much as it feels real bad. I guess we're dead to the pump with, on the Ember Effect. So we definitely need the Aether Gusts in, at which point we lose the Imori. We probably want the Heartless Axe too. I probably don't want all the Great Sharks or Batras, they're just a tad expensive. And probably don't need the Octopuses either. That seems fine. Cuts the curve down significantly in this matchup too. I think we still want all of those other cards to give us a little bit more play against the mid-range decks. But certainly need to have this, always have the consideration for the aggro decks. Okay, this hand's much better. I think I want to try and get the Cutthroat up to 3-2 here. So like flash this in the end step and then play the Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, I think this leads me to want to do this more, because then we might be able to get both. Okay. They screwed there, so not much to say about that, but I think sideboarding's right. Yeah, I think we're fine with what we've done here. Didn't have to show them any of our non-creatures either, so that's nice. Leaves a little bit to play to it in game 3. This is a snap mulligan. This hand's much better. I mean, I may as well throw away the swamp, it doesn't really matter, but I can't see us activating this. Okay, multiple Heartless Axe seems good here. Bit of Steamkin, sure. sure. This has counters on it. Sure, that's kind of awkward. I think I'm okay with that because on attack we're going to have cast the Cutthroat and the Heartless Act, so. Murderous Rider and they hit Nightbonder. Maybe we should have the odd or even spell. Good morning, Lukash. Okay. Who was this one? Maybe we should put the odd or even Wrath in, or a Ritual of Sith. Let's just go again. Won't change anything too quickly there. I think they had an exceptionally good draw there, so see how it goes. Opponent's playing Garuda. His hand seems fine. So again, as we've kind of been saying before, we're playing the Zagok Triome to allow us to have a bit more access to our colours, whilst giving us a bit of late game play by being able to cycle this. So it's basically the blue-black land that we will cycle at some point, so there's a little bit more play to it. Yep. Garuda's coming in. Okay, let's move on to the second game. Disputes in. Probably want a Heartless Axe as well. Go Shore Shark. I guess we still just want to try and be aggressive with this. Sailors probably aren't great. Got one shark. Give that a bash. Okay, this hand's got some disputes, so... I think I'm in for spells here. Might just cycle this, try and find us some action. Am I just activating this? We're not really doing anything, are we? But no other. Okay, I feel pretty comfortable now. We've just got the great sharks to be able to counter stuff. That's exceptionally rude. Okay. This thing's probably going to be pretty good at just applying enough pressure to these guys if they aren't able to get under us. So yeah, I think I'm happy with how we've boarded. Maybe I should just bring in an extra great shark. Just have extra ones of these because it just is very clean at answering Garuda. Yeah, I can see that. Let's go with this. Yeah. Hopefully we can just apply enough disruption with the brazen borrowers to get us to the great shark. I'm playing this tapped so we can at least cast this Elizabeth next turn. Got a spinner and I got a tap land. Yeah, I've had all the shock lands for a while, so it's not usually been an issue, but yeah, mana bases are expensive. Like, I've had to fork out 20 wild cards for these already, so... This is a nice pickup in the Garuda deck. I'm actually going to take a note of that one for adding to my list in the sideboard. this is kind of awkward. Yeah, I guess we'll keep that. Okay, might just get away with this. I guess I'm actually just supposed to bounce their incubation druid, right? Because then they just can't cast this. And then we can cast Nightbonder into Borrower, and that should be all she wrote. We draw 2, they lose 2. And then we get to cast Brazen Borrower for 2 as well, they lose another 2. Sweet. First ever Blight Beetle. Let's keep going. This set has made me quite excited for Standard. Like, there's a lot of interesting things you can do. Whether or not the things are competitive or not, I don't know, but there's so many cards that are doing so many different things, which is just awesome to see. Having played these couple of games, it's made me right to not be playing the Emori at all and be trying something different beyond that, but we'll keep playing it with the Emori at the moment. I feel like I want to try it out in a slower matchup, so we can see quite how that'll work. I think this one's fine. Obviously we'd like to pick up some more lands, but I think it's got the tools to do that with Cutthroat and Octopus, even though they're likely playing Fires. So just like to scry into lands, so that's perfect. So they can have Bone Crusher and Stomp here, but that's all they can have, because everything else has to be 3 or more. I think I'm supposed to show them the Octopus.
I'm known for my excellent timing. I've got mine.
And similar to the last games, we're just going to jam the Emori here, because if they end up playing Shatter the Sky, then
Hardly my worst defeat.
Then means that we get to draw a card off it. And this should be a war of attrition, or we should try and be making it to letting it get to that point. So yeah, it's a lot of wild cards to be able to play some of these decks. So yeah, we get to draw the card off of that, which is fine. I'm going to shock this in because the Great Shark should be able to counter a Cavalier if they play that. Yeah, if you don't have the wild cards, I would just be playing... some of the common tap lands are fine. There's nothing wrong with those, so they give you enough opportunity to be able to just play and then get some more gems, which then gives you more packs to be able to move forward. I'd really rather they didn't draw 2 cards. So. And then they can kill the Great Shark, which is super awkward. Makes a 3/3. Yeah, Rakdos is a good deck, so probably just keep playing that, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. And then if you get enough wild cards to play something else, then you can easily do that to move into something else.
Many paths lie before me.
So we get to cast the Slitherwisp, and then the Octopus. We're going to draw a card at some point this turn cycle, so I'd rather scry. Cutthroat's probably not amazing here, probably need to try and scry towards more impactful cards. And we get to draw a card, which is great. Cool. Yeah, we can just pass. Slitherwisp's going to let us draw some cards here, so... am I supposed to bounce this now? No, I don't think so. I think I'm just supposed to destroy the tokens that they make. Because I can mutate onto something. And then mutate the Octopus as well. Yeah, Shark Enchantment's definitely very strong. Let's see what they try and kill. Okay, they just decided not to kill anything with an Arset, so that's good for us. Ooh, we found the other Batra. That's real good. Kill this. Kill this.
I misjudged our communication.
They dig in. So they stomping my Slitherwisp. This just opponent controls, destroy target opponent controls. Yeah, okay. I think I'm supposed to mutate this onto here anyway and just draw the card. I should have let that trigger resolve. Whoops. It's fine. Like, we've got the other octopus to do the same thing, so. This seems sweet. And then when this hits, we get to draw 3. Nice. Nice. This thing, oh my god. It's slightly mutated. Cycle make a 6/6. Sure. Looking for something. Sure. Cool. We managed to get out of that, which is good. They were very far ahead at one point, so that kind of shows the power of. That was certainly the power of Dirge Bat there, being able to destroy multiple things like a Dirge Bat and then mutating onto a Dirge Bat to then be able to kill 3 creatures is really good. Right, anyway. I think we want the disputes. Don't think we want the gusts. Potentially want the serpent just because we're likely to go long. And probably for that point we probably want the shore sharks. Maybe we don't want the shore sharks. Brazen borrowers aren't amazing here. And the cutthroat isn't amazing here. But I think I would like the rest, so we'll give this a go. It might be right just to be all the cutthroats. It might be all the cutthroats. Opponents on the play. We've got 2 disputes and a cutthroat. Yeah, this seems fine. And if we draw the second black source, we're in good shape. Ooh, Nightbonder's a good draw. Let's just counter that. Borrower does kill their flying sharks, but I think that we're probably trying to do that with the other spells more so than that. And certainly post board, I would really prefer that we just tried to get things to not resolve. I think I'm letting this resolve. No, I don't think that's true. Their sleeves look really cool. So if they just passed their end step, then we get to Nightbonder and Cutthroat to draw 2. We might still do that just to draw 2 now that we know it's going away. It's kind of awkward having to do these this way around, but it does mean we get to draw the extra cards. We get to play them both, so which I think is important. In theory, we could Nightbonder and just cast a Batra here as well. That one's kind of awkward. Yeah, we can't really do anything about that one. Yep.
present and future are bound by threads of time.
Hoping they
Hold
just
your
end up having to
prowess.
cast Karuga. We found a dispute. Okay. We don't get to draw this card, but we do get to make them lose a life.
If you show remorse, I'll show respect. Trust me, I have a plan.
That means this last card's the Wrath, which is exceptionally rude. Doesn't really matter, does it? Because we can't interact with them having the Wrath here. So I feel like we are just supposed to... Because like, if we could Batra and get the Batra in, then I guess they lose 2 life with this trigger, right? So that's probably worthwhile. And then they have to do something about this. The Mystical Dispute doesn't do anything, so... Then it means the Batra sticks. So we just need to cheat through a couple of damage.
Put thoughtfulness before action.
Teferi's real rough. How many Slither Wisps are we through? Is it 3? It's 3.
There goes nothing.
Surprised they didn't bounce their own Elspeth Conqueror's Death there.
Humble your mind. There is always
And then
time
throw the
to
Mystical
meditate.
Dispute at it. Throw Teferi at it. Okay. Let's move on to game 3. We got really close there. Just unfortunate we couldn't find an answer to the Teferi. We probably should have the 4th Dispute in here. The rest of this looks good. I'm going to put the 2 Borderers in over the 2 Cutthroats and just resubmit. I think having as many ways to temporarily get the Teferi off the board is important, just so we don't have too many issues casting our spells. It's a shame we didn't just have 2 extra flash spells there, or 1 extra flash spell to be able to just kind of cast something meaningless and then play the Dirge Bat. Yeah, this hand seems good. Need a land, but when don't we need lands, so... Spectral Sailor is nice in this kind of matchup as well. If we do end up flooding out, it gives us the ability to draw some extra cards. Okay, that's unfortunate, but... Sure. Okay, we'll take tap lands. We'll take any kind of lands. I'm not fussy. Sure. They seem to have a lot of interaction for their fire stack. Really good time to draw the untapped land there so they can dispute back there. If they dispute this is fine. Yeah. No, I think five lands is fine to function off of. Sure. Really unfortunate that we didn't have the untapped land there to be able to get this great shark in, but maybe we're supposed to bounce this just so we can try and make that happen.
Responsibility. Let's try this.
Okay, we don't get to cast anything else there, so.
Now what?
I just need to hold up something here. As much as the Kruger is going to come in, draw a card. I obviously need to kill Teferi. Teferi's completely shuts down our deck. Interesting. That's just to draw an extra card. I just don't want them drawing the cards. As much as that feels rough, because if we've got other spells, then I just don't want them drawing extra cards. I can avoid it. I think we are out of this one, but yeah. Just awkward land drops there. But I think the first game showcased how we can win this matchup, but I think it is about probably need the extra mystical dispute. Right, let's actually go into this, go into the sideboard, and I actually want, I don't need to do that, do I? But I need this to be able to deal with Teferi and just make sure it's not an issue, I think. Okay, we've got time for one more game, I think, if they're going anywhere near this pace. So, one more game and then I need to work, and then I'll probably be back this evening for a little bit to see how much we can get done. Okay, this hand seems good. Okay, we're really aggressive slant to this hand as well. Ooh, that one's good. I think I'm going to bottom that, not knowing what they're doing with a blue-green temple. It might not be something where Brazen Borderer is going to be that effective. I might end up regretting that, but don't want to commit to trying to use lots of these and then end up not being useful at all. They might just be like a normal Simic deck from last season. Okay, just some kind of normal blue-green big deck, sure. This is Anissa. Might be like a Frilled Mystic or a Nightpack Ambusher. If they're just playing like blue-green flash. That's a weird one to flash in there, but okay. Casting this during their upkeep, so if they want to counter it with a Frilled Mystic, then the Cutthroat's going to be bigger, and it uses their mana for the turn. This is for 4, sure. They might just trade this off. If that's the case, that's absolutely fine. Now we've got the Great Shark, I feel like we have the opportunity to claw ahead. Although the fact that they've now got quad blue, slightly more awkward, but
We will not fail. Harness the elements. Do not assume I am fragile.
hoping they just jam something here. Sure. And they'll have enough to bring it back as well, which is awkward. on to the second game. We're falling behind, and that game's not going to be quick to be able to get out the other side of that. So just bringing in the disputes and the gusts, I think. Great Shark's probably slightly too expensive. Cutthroat's not doing a massive amount. And Brazen Border is not doing a massive amount. So give this a go. Come on, opponent. Right, let's see what they've got for us. Okay, this hand seems good. Get the Brineborns underneath them. Get them big. Start drawing some cards. Be great. How have I still got Amori? Did it not? Obviously didn't submit my changes. That's great. So Amori shouldn't still be there because I put in the counter spells, so it's obviously not done that. So I think we're just playing with our game 1 deck against them having boarded. Okay, well that works. Whee. This gives them opportunities to counter it, but we're just going to keep doing this every single one of their upkeeps, seeing as we're ahead. What part of autopass? We're actually going to cast this, and then we're still going to Brineborn on their upkeep. Right, you gonna let me sideboard now? Why did it warn me? Don't think it warns you. That's really bad. We didn't want the cutthroats in there and a couple of great sharks because we want all of these counterspells in. Because we're going to struggle to... I guess the octopus is maybe just not good. Maybe we need to cut the octopus rather than those. This is going to be awkward to be able to get in at all. Try that. Yeah, we only won that one just because opponent just obviously kept a really sketchy hand with no mana in it, so. Sure. Sure. Okay, let's see how we can race this. If they don't have that land, then it means it's still not Nissa time. Might just be able to jam this Batra onto the Brazen Borderer here to be able to kill something. Sure. Then you're up to get cast Brandborn. what they're working with. Nissa? Nissa. Sure.
Power surges through these lands.
I'm assuming they have another counter here. Dispute. Okay, so this ends up working out quite well for us. Does mean they'll get to Uro next turn, which isn't great for us, but I guess they can jam the Brazen Borer too if they want to cast that. Guess I should have technically done this in their upkeep. I'd get an extra counter.
The land will not forsake you.
If they have something to deal with this, then it's really inconvenient, but they've just got an Uro, so at the moment, so yeah.
Fight on without me.
Nissa was definitely a mistake. It's such a silly card. Nothing good has ever happened with a Nissa. They must have something. Don't know what they're thinking about. Frilled Mystic. Okay, fine. Yeah. That was unfortunate sequence of draws there that kind of pushed us out there, but Brothos might do. I think Standard needs to get a bit grindier for that one to be good, but certainly nothing stopping it happening. Alright, so this deck showed a lot of ability. I think that potentially having some of the extra counter spells and extra interaction rather than Amori is probably the way to go. We just kept feeling like we were lacking in a couple of areas at different points in time. I definitely like the Dirge Bats and the Octopuses, so I think that's probably the way to go. But probably just having some more normal counter spells is probably going to be beneficial. So what I'll do is I'll still post this, but the next time we play this, we'll try with some other stuff. Maybe not the Night. I guess we still like the Night Wanderers. We can have a play about. Depends what we end up working with. Maybe Murderous Riders not great in this build when we're not playing Amori. Like we put in Murderous Rider to give us the interaction so we could play Amori, but I don't think there's any there's not too many issues with what we're working with. I think there is something that we can build with and probably try and keep working with. We do need to have some more interaction for the aggro matchups, so we'll work towards that. It's probably just a matter of bringing in like some of these things at the board. I've seen a couple of other people playing similar things, so I'll see if I can find some inspiration from various different people and see what we can come up with. So thank you very much everyone for watching. It was just a short stream this morning. I'm going to try and do more, just kind of like hour and a half streams of various different decks when I get an opportunity, just to kind of keep the ball rolling with actually producing content. I get quite lazy with it a lot of the time and just end up playing offline, but I think I need to do this. It's good for me and I enjoy doing it. So thank you very much everyone for watching. Don't forget to follow on Twitch, like, subscribe, ring the bell on YouTube. Thank you very much. We'll catch you next time.